Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been an eventful week and kind of a quiet week. Just relaxing at camp right now. I've got some pizza I'm making, and boys are relaxing inside. It's windy as hell out here today. It's kind of overcast and not very bright. So, catch up time. What's new? Well, uh, done a little job, a little garage job this past week. So that was good. That was a good little job, a little cash job. So some extra cash, not a lot, like $1,200, but whatever. That's what it is. So heard from another job, and the guy that I priced the job for is the homeowner has decided to do the work himself, which I hate when that happens. I really hate when that happens. It's like, especially when you need work. It's like, it sucks. But it is what it is. So I'm waiting to hear back on another bit of a bigger one. And that one's 4-unit building. I just priced up for labor. But still probably like $8,000 if I get it. So I'm waiting to hear back on that. And yeah, I got into some wood this week. Got pretty much to that pile. Still haven't gotten into that yet, or the rest of that down there, but I got a lot of those bigger chunks split up, so that's good, and put away over here. So the wood pile is looking good. Things are looking like it's drying out nicely. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for kindling. Make kindling all the time, or I'll have to buy kindling, which I don't like. I don't want to buy kindling, but because I usually just take like some of these guys and then split them up for splits when I need them. I need to get a tarp too to cover all this wood. I think I might have one in there in the shed that I can cover it with a blue tarp. But yeah, there's not much going on here this week, guys. It's kind of just chill. This weekend outside, oh, Rusty's gonna tear out through the door like a crazy dog, usual. It's warm. It's just overcast. Look at the great temperature. It's just overcast. There's no sun. So it's kind of depressing. Some light on in here. Just getting coffee ready. Just done the dishes, so those are all nice and clean. Where's my coffee cup? Let's try to find that. Buried. There we go. Nice clean coffee cup. Alright. Yeah, this is hard to do with one hand. Well, videoing. Spoon. Oh, this is very hard to do with one hand. There we go. Yes, instant coffee. I know. Oh, I need more coffee whitener. Shit. Should have got that today. Sugar. I still might have the little cabin job, which I'm waiting to start that, which that's not a lot of money, but it's something. Just waiting to hear from them. And they want me to start it. It's supposed to be like this week or something. Like the 1st of September is what they said. So hoping that comes through. And I really wish I didn't have to worry about finance, because I swear to God, the amount of energy that I waste worrying about finances and worrying about getting work and having work, there's got to be a better use for that energy. Like really, there's got to be something better you could be doing with that. You know, once the channel grows and it's actually making an income, then this will be my energy. My energy will go into the channel. Until that happens, I still need to work and make money. So, such is life. Checking my pizza, eh? What do we got here? How's it looking? Oh yeah, it's looking like a pizza. Top needs to cook a bit more though, I think. I have it down really low. It's on like 350, so let the top cook some more. In these ovens, you can't really cook a pizza on like 400 because it'll just burn it up. So you need to cook it on lower. What's it on, like 350 right now? Yeah, it's on 350. It'll be fine. It'll just take longer to cook it. I'm not in a mad rush. Yeah. Here's the camping setup, which you guys have seen before anyway. But all my bills and invoices, I had to clean everything out of the truck. It's all invoices from Home Hardware and stuff for building the shed and buying wood and stuff like that. So I need to file all that stuff away. Get that ready. Flip this camera back around. Yeah, let's go outside. Oh, sorry guys. Only got 2 hands, and the phone's in one and the coffee's in the other. Put the coffee down. There we go. Hi boys. Hi boys. What are you doing? Huh? What you got, Rusty? You got a stick? Is it your favorite stick? You want me to throw it for you? Can I throw it? Give it. Drop it. Hey, no games. Come on. Look. Look at him. He bounces like a gazelle. You want me to throw it? You want me to throw it? Go get it. Just loves it. Loves throwing the stick. It's nice for them to have somewhere to burn off their energy. It really is. Dog. What? Go get him, Beacon. Get him. Get that stick. Get that stick. Cornered him. Rusty. Give me. Drop it. No, put it in my hand. Drop it. Good boy. Oops. Finger over lines. Go get it. I heard some coyotes here screaming again. They were over in this area. When was that? Last night or the night before? I think it was. And I came out here at, I don't know, probably around 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I shot off a bear banger. Hey, what are you doing down there? Get up here. Come. You're not allowed down there by yourself. Come. Yeah, I shot off a bear banger and scared him away, but you still hear him in the distance around dusk. They're way back that way now. We're gonna be coming up on hunting season here soon, so this area is gonna be like full of hunters and stuff like that. They'll be looking for bears and stuff, I guess, hunting bear. I'm assuming that's what they're hunting. It's the only thing I've seen in here to hunt was bear. I didn't see one deer in here the whole time we've been here, not one. But lots of bears. So my guess is they're gonna reduce their population this year. Yeah, so it's just chill, guys. There's not really much going on. I haven't took out the camera to film much this week because it's just been kind of chill and relaxing, working. I went to one interview in the city for just a regular job. I thought maybe I would do that, but that turned into a nightmare. Let me tell you, that company. I'm gonna make a video about that one day because that was unreal, disorganized, like not prepared. I was blown away. But needless to say, I didn't take that job. What are you looking at, B? What is it? Is it up there? What's up there? Is there a squirrel? You see it? Oh, here he goes. He's on the hunt. He's on the hunt. Rusty just wants to check the stick thrown for him, don't you? Can you drop it? Okay. Got it? Good boy. Good boy, Reddy. Good boy, Reddy. You got a stick. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, you chop chop. Oh, you're such a big boy. You can come. There's bikes coming. Listen to this guy in the side by side. Flat out. Tearing down the road. You'll see him there in a minute. There he is. This is all like side by side ATV trail, snowmobile trail. So I can imagine in the wintertime this is going to be like, if we get any snow, that is, this will be crazy just for snow machines flying up and down here all the time. So okay, enough. Come. Enough barking. Where there's one, there's more. Here comes more. Usually in packs of 3 or 4. Side by side. Oh, that guy's taking his time. He's not flying down here. Usually they're flying down here, man. If somebody come the other way, they're going to be like a head-on collision for sure. Because hey, nope, come back, nope. Can't let them down there near the road with bikes. You can't go down there when there's bikes coming. Come on, back. Get up. Yeah, there's a turn right there, so it's kind of a blind corner. So if the dogs were down there and they came around, they wouldn't see him till last minute, right? So I got to be pretty strict with them to not go down there. I don't want to get ran over accidentally or something, right? So. Oh, damn, it's hot. Hot! Oh, it's hot coffee. Grab my tongue. I bought my tongue. Yeah. Yeah, it's the temperature is like warmish. I got all my tools in the back of the truck still. Haven't taken them out yet. That thing, that's heavy, man. Hey, Rusty, come. Still hear bikes. I don't know if it's the guys that just passed or if it's a new group, but this is a long weekend here in Canada, like Labor Day, so there's tons of bikes around here. So, Rusty, you are not allowed down on the road, okay? You gotta stay up here. Understood? You boys get ran over or something. Come on. Go up there. To get that deck built there and potentially a roof on it, and if I could get that built this year, I'd be happy. Just because this thing's not going to last during the winter, right? Like this canopy thing, sure it's going to just disintegrate. It'll only take so much UV, so much sunlight hitting it before it just starts disintegrating, especially with the cold and stuff. And these here just want to slide up and down like they're not staying up like they should be. So I think I'm gonna push them up and then put a screw underneath them to hold them so they won't drop down, because I think that's why these bars are not staying up there. Like I'm always having to push them up and then they don't stay up. It's annoying. This thing is annoying for sure, 100%. For the price of it that it was, like, it's garbage. It's an Ozark trail, but horrible design, man. Like they used to have pins right here, so when you push it up you'd have to push in a pin and then the pin would lock into place and hold that up. Now it's just all like, look, it can all just move. So I think that's what's stopping, or what's making that collapse there. And there is that. I have some trees at the end of my driveway, guys, that are changing color. We had we had a night last week where the temperature was probably down around, I don't know, 4 degrees, 3 or 4 degrees. We were nice and toasty in the camper, but the next day when I came out, I went to the end of the driveway, and I think I took a short video about it too. I went to the end of the driveway, and a couple of my maples down there, small maples, had the leaves had started turning red. So it's coming. It's coming. Luckily here we don't, like in Nova Scotia, winter is pretty mild. But you never know. Could have a freak year. Could be cold and extreme snow. You never know, right? Thought about getting a plow for my truck. Sticking a plow on my truck and then plow driveways this winter for some extra cash. Just for cash money, right? So I thought about doing that, but if I get enough work, that'll be a thought. I mean, those things are probably like $6 grand buying new, so I need tires on it first. The back tires on this thing is pretty bad, actually. Fix that rock. The front tires are at like the wear bar, like the first bar or whatever. But the back tires are, I mean, they've wore down that one. So they're pretty low. Look at that. They're low. I don't know if that's focusing, but the other side seems to be worse. I don't know why. Yeah, that's like gone. So that ain't gonna be very good in snow. But luckily we don't get any snow here until like probably February. Well, this particular area may get snow sooner, but down in Halifax, Dartmouth area, they didn't get any snow last year until like February. It was crazy. Like the temperature was a little bit cooler, but it wasn't. Hey, Beacon, come! He's down there in that road again. Stay up here. Come on, get up here. You're gonna go in timeout if you go down there again. Just like children. Just like children. gonna sit down here, guys. Oh, try to relax a minute. Yeah, so the tires are. I can get mud and snow tires from China in Halifax. They bring them in big shipping containers. They're about $1,300 for a set of 4 for what I need for that thing, which is that much cheaper? I think that's a bit cheaper, isn't it? What was I paying? Yeah, it's cheaper. It's not like insanely cheaper, but it's still cheaper than what I paid for the tires that are on that truck. I think I paid $500 a tire, or close to $500 a tire for those. So, and those Chinese tires are, I'll be honest, they're only gonna last 1 season. Like, they're really crappy tires. So, but they're cheap. And to be honest, these tires only last 1 season, so what difference does it make, right? So we get some more cash flow. That needs to happen soon. Right now, I'm just worried about having enough money to make my payments on the truck and pay my insurance, and still have money to do work if I get any work. So, because I still need to pay my fuel and all that stuff, right, while I'm doing work. And so hopefully that little cabin job comes. It's another I don't know, $1,400 or something like that. So it's just labor. I'm not supplying the materials. The client, the homeowner, is a cabin owner. It's a cabin. They're supplying the materials, so I'm not getting any markup or anything on it. But I priced the labor fairly high, though. Price it at $4.50 a day for 8 hours. So I figured it'd take about 3 days. Hopefully it'll only take 3 days. I gotta go in there and move all their furniture and everything too, right? Move all their furniture, then I have to tear down the old ceiling tiles that are in there, because there's those old school, like 1 foot by 1 foot ceiling tiles. So I gotta tear those down, take up all the trim around the roof, and then I'm gonna have to pull all the staples out. So that's gonna take a while, pulling all the staples out from the old ceiling tile. And then I'm going to insulate the ceiling with a R40 bat, and poly the ceiling, because there's no poly in the house. And they have a wood stove in there, right? So the attic didn't have any vapor barrier on it, and their attic was leaking because they were heating it. And then the attic started leaking, so then they had leaking down into the tile, and that's why they need new tile. So I'm gonna recommend that they put in some gable end venting, like even if it's just like 1 foot by 1 foot vent that you just cut a hole and pop it in and screw it on. Even something like that, just to get some airflow in that space up in the attic. Because when they turn the heat on in there, heat rises, right? And it'll penetrate. Usually the thicker the insulation you go, the less it'll penetrate. But it will penetrate. I mean, R40 is pretty good for that cabin. They only use it on the weekends, so they're not living in it. But when they're there in the wintertime on the weekends, they crank the heat, right? Obviously, stay warm. So I think the R40 will be fine. For them, it'll do them good. And the vapor barrier will definitely help. That'll be a big time help. So, and I'll seal it all up and everything, and make it look good for them. And then I've got to retile it and put the trim back on, and then it's finished. Take all the garbage out to the dump and stuff for them. They don't have a truck, they have a car, so I've got to do all the garbage runs for them and pick up the materials and stuff for them. So, but that'll be all right. It's only up the road, so it's not far at all. So that'll be nice. I can go there like super early in the morning, right? And work all day. So that's the plan for that job when that one happens. Oh, we got a wasp. I think I have a wasp nest in that fern right there. I caught him going in there. Still don't have an inverter for this thing yet, which I need to get that. I need to order it from. There's one on Amazon for like 159 bucks, but I just don't see it as it being a necessity right now. And I was in here fiddling with this because I was thinking, like, why isn't this thing not working? Like, you know, even if the inverter isn't working, like, why isn't this not working? And then I was fiddling with it, and I thought maybe there's a loose connection or something. And then this little tab on that thing right there broke off, and this broke away from it. So I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm not sure if that's just a little sensor right there that I can just twist and pop out and then replace that sensor. I'm hoping that's all there is to it, because then I'll just hook that back up again, and when I get the inverter, hot water heater will work. Like, all this stuff worked when I bought it. The day I bought it, everything was working except for the fridge. And the error code that was coming up on the fridge was stating that it needed the motherboard that goes in the back of it, which is that guy underneath there. It was saying there's something wrong with the motherboard. So that the fridge never worked on day one when I got it, but it was flashing error codes, and when we looked in the book, that's what it said. And then I called an RV dealer, and they said it was like 600 bucks to get that thing. So, but I mean, I'm really thinking of getting rid of this hot water heater anyway, because I don't like how inefficient these things are, and they're very inefficient. And I mean, look at it. It's rusty as hell. All these plates are rusty, waiting to fall off. This valve doesn't work because it's just like rusted in. But the hot water heater did fire up on day one, so. But I think what I'm going to do is pull all these screws out of it and pull this thing out. And then I'm going to make I'll probably use this door. And I'll make a cover plate to go over here. And then I'm going to put a tankless hot water heater in there, because you can get them for like 150 bucks on Amazon for those tankless propane water heaters, and they're so much more efficient. Like, all the water, like all the hookups that I need for the tankless are right behind here, right? So I just disconnect this heater and then hook that one right into it, and then create an exhaust for it out through here. Like, probably cut a hole in this summer, or see if I can utilize this one somehow. And then Bob's your uncle, right? Just hook it up to your normal water and the propane line that's already back there, and you're good to go. So I think that's what I'm going to do, which I'll be making a video on how to do that so you guys can do that, because to replace these stupid water heaters are like $600-700 bucks versus the tankless one, which is like 159 bucks. Like, it's no brainer, right? So I will be making a video on how to do that when I'm ready to do that. And the furnace did work in this thing. I'm assuming that's an inverter issue, which we won't be using the furnace because we have the hot water tank, or the wood stove, sorry. So that's something we'll rectify. I mean, it's gonna be so nice to have a hot shower. It's like unbelievably nice to have a hot shower. Not that I really ever had hot showers anyway, but it'll be nice to have a warm shower, I should say. But yeah, we're looking to getting that done as soon as we get some funds here. So that's the big thing, is getting more work. Unfortunately, to live off grid like this, I mean, do need things, right? Like I need propane, so I got to keep refilling propane, uh, and you need hot water and stuff like that. Like you can boil water on the stove, but I mean that's going to get old after a while too, to have to do that all the time, right? And inefficient. Like you boil water and then you got to put it in a big pot, and then you got to try to give yourself a sponge bath, like with a cloth or whatever. Like it's a nightmare to try and do it. It's a pain in the butt to try and do it. So I'm just trying to get a uh, little more comforts into it. I mean, it's comfortable the way it is, and I've been managing just with having cold showers, which they're not. I mean, they're not super cold. I mean, it's going to be cold in the winter, but because the water from the spring is going to be colder in the winter, right? So the water in the tank will just naturally be colder. So the hot water, the tankless hot water tank is a priority for sure. Tires are a priority. So there are a couple of priorities, like the generator, that's a priority too. They're high priorities. So those things need to be dealt with before we get too cold, I guess. In the wintertime, it'd be nice if I could rig up like a wood hot water tank somehow. Like that would be heated from the wood stove. You know what I mean? I don't know how that would work, but probably could engineer something in my head if I thought about it long enough how to do that. I'm sure you could if you made like, well, you need a bunch of copper pipe, I think, and you need to make like a copper pipe coil, and then you'd have to have the coil inside of the stove somehow, or built into the walls of the stove, so that when the stove heats, the copper coils will heat, and then that water will circulate throughout the coils. But it would have to heat it super quick though. You know what I mean? Like, because the water's going in, coming out, going in, coming out, whatever's going in would have to heat fairly quick. I guess that's where the coils come into play, right? Whatever volumes water is going into it gets heated by the time it hits like the top of the coil or whatever. So I could probably engineer something like that if I had enough time. If I had enough time and the funds to do it, I could probably engineer like a wood stove that's also a hot water heater. Yeah, I think that would be pretty awesome. And you could just plumb it right into your hot water tank. But I mean, in the summer you wouldn't use it, right? You'd still need like the tankless water heater in the summer. But in the wintertime, you're gonna have your wood stove running like 24/7 anyway. So it would keep everything warm. So yeah, and we need a load of hardwood in here yet, so that's another priority too. The woodshed, that's a priority. Like, there's a lot of priorities, guys. There's a lot of priorities, and the more I think, there's more priorities, right? So, yeah, we'll have to get into that. We need the woodshed so that the wood is out of any snow that falls, right? It's covered or whatnot. I mean, I could put tarps over it for this year if I really have to. That's what I'll do. But a woodshed would be nice. And the shingles on the shed, that's a priority too. So there's a few priorities. So hopefully the universe and the stars align with us, and we get a lot of work, and we can keep moving forward with the project. Hopefully. But yeah, I think that's all for now, guys. I'm gonna chill and enjoy my coffee and take it easy for the rest of the day. Oh my lord, I forgot about the pizza. Did I burn the pizza? I hope not. Let's check. It smells like pizza in here. Before I let you guys go, let's check on the pizza. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? It's a pizza. Oh, it's a pizza. I think she's a little crispy, but we'll still eat that. All right, guys. Have a good one. Hope everyone's enjoying their Sunday, and thanks for liking and subscribing, and I'll talk to you guys soon.